All right, and we are live tonight. Welcome to the MOACAC Show Me Virtual College Exploration Fair. We're going to get started in just a moment here, but I would like to introduce myself, I guess, on behalf of MOACAC and welcome you here tonight. My name is Allie. I'll be helping out behind the scenes for this session. And I have a few housekeeping items that I would like to address before we get into our wonderful presentation from the University of Northern Iowa. So a few housekeeping items. Number one, we do have a Q&A function in this webinar in Zoom. So feel free to ask any questions throughout the presentation and the presenters will either answer throughout the presentation or leave them for the end for some live Q&A. So feel free to hit that Q&A button and have your questions answered. Your camera and microphone are off because this is a webinar. So just know that the panelists are unable to see you. Obviously you can see them. And we do have more sessions available on the MOACAC website. So definitely check those out. And if you can't attend other sessions that you're interested in, or if you want to watch this section again later, feel free to go back onto the moacac.org website after this, and all of the recordings will be available to you as well. We will be here together until 5:45 p.m. and I will pass it off to our wonderful presenters. Thank you so much for being here.
Okay, thank you. So before I share my screen with the presentation, I'll do a quick intro. So my name is Jesus Lizarraga, and I work here in the Office of Admissions at the University of Northern Iowa.
And then hi everyone, my name is Beto Casarejon, and I will be the main counselor for y'all for the University of Northern Iowa, and I am an admissions counselor for UNI.
Okay, so with that being said, we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna pull up my screen. We can see it there, right? Yep. Okay, here we go. So a little bit about who we are. So at the University of Northern Iowa, we have a total enrollment of 10,500. That was our number last year. When you're looking into bigger schools, you might be looking at 30, 40, 50,000 students. When you're looking at any private schools, smaller schools, you might be looking at anywhere between 1,000 to 3,000. So we're right dab in the middle. We are a public school. We will give you the experience of a big university in terms of athletics, musicals, events, undergraduate research, that hands-on approach, study abroad, but we're really going to individualize it based on you and your needs. We have been ranked multiple times for multiple years, and we'll discuss that on why that is as we go out through the presentation. So what you will find at UNI. So we have over 90 majors and programs. We have 25 pre-professional programs. These are programs that require more than a bachelor's degree. So if you're looking into med school, law school, PT school, these will be the programs within that. So what will happen is you will get an advisor that will work with you from the start as a freshman, and they will build up a plan of study for you to make sure that you're meeting all the academic classes that you need in order to graduate on time. If you're also looking at a pre-professional program, you'll get a supplemental advisor, a second one, that will make sure that not only you have the classes that you need to be admitted to those professional programs or graduate programs, but also the hands-on experience that you need in order to make you admissible and marketable as well. We have 87 minors and emphasis areas that you can look into to supplement your major. And then our average size class is 29, so rather small. Now, if you do know what you want to major in, I know that we can't see you, but we would love to hear from you. If you want to chat us what your program is, I can focus more on those areas as I go throughout the presentation as well. So make sure to chat it in and we'll go from there. Now, the thing that makes us unique too at UNI is that the majority of our classes are taught by faculty. So as you look into bigger schools, many times you're being taught by a grad assistant, a teacher assistant. So for us, you're getting information straight from the source. These are people who've been there, they've done it, they become your mentors throughout the process. They can guide you on where to look for jobs, internships, graduate programs, they will connect you with their colleagues and friends in their field for that. So they're always available to help you. And like I said, they become many times your mentors as well. The other unique thing about UNI is that we're gonna put you into your major classes right away, and we're gonna give you hands-on experience right away as a freshman. The reason we do that is many times you don't know if you like something until you actually do it. So if you go into your first internship or into your major classes right away, and that's not an area you wanna do, we can meet with your advisor and switch tracks and still keep you on track. But if you do, if you like it, we can build on your resume, put it on there, build up your network as well, while still keeping that intentionality approach. Now, we are known for some major programs. We are known for teaching. We do have the largest education program in the state of Iowa. We're known for business as well. We've been on the Prince Review as one of the best business schools in the country for over a decade. We have high success rate to any graduate school admission because of that individual hands-on approach that we provide. And we do a lot of undergraduate research. So a lot of our students are getting published in articles and journals. So it really depends on what you want to do, and we will cater to your needs. 93% of our students get hands-on experience directly related to their program, which results in our end result. So 94% of our students find success within 6 months of graduation. So whether you're looking at getting a job or graduate program, that's kind of our result. So a lot of it, once again, is based on that hands-on approach. So you'll be getting either an internship, co-op, study abroad experience, or undergraduate research, which results in this percentage. Now, some students might still be deciding, and that's perfectly fine. 33% of our students who come in are still deciding students. What we do is we also put you with an academic advisor. We'll see what kind of classes you like, put you in those that meet some of our general ed requirements, but still count towards your overall degree. Now with this, our advisors meet with you in group settings, one-on-one. They do different workshops. What happens is that typically during your second semester here, typically those students declare a major, and then 85% of those students, once they declare a major, end up graduating with that degree. That's very different for those who think they want to do something, come in, doubt themselves. Those students end up switching their majors an average of 5 times. So I would say if you're slightly not sure what you want to do, that's totally fine. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do too, I think. So I would say come in as deciding. We're here to help you and assist you throughout that process. We also offer a 4-year plan of study for every academic program. So you can look up your major and see what you will be taking as a freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year. And you can find that program or your plan of study at majors.uni.edu. So that's where you can find what you will be taking here on campus as a freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. So what else you will find at UNI? A lot of support, and I'll have Beto talk about the different support networks that we offer students.
Yeah. So, you know, on the screen, as you can see, there's quite a bit of different departments on campus that provide that student support, right? The main priority for these departments are to ensure your success, to ensure that, you know, your process through navigating higher education is one that's rewarding, but then also one that, you know, is easy to navigate, right? So the Center for Multicultural Education, that's the picture down there. You know, that building really provides a space for students to hang out, to talk to one another, and also, you know, just to feel at home, right? That's really what the support that these programs offer are. You know, we want to be able to build that home away from home, right? And that's something that really the programs on that list do very well. You know, they provide that that comfort and that reassurance, so that you know that you're making the right decisions and navigating through the right path.
Yeah, and another one that I would kind of stress is the Learning Center. So that offers tutoring on campus. All tutoring on campus is free for students. If you're really great in a subject, you can tutor and get paid. So that could be a great on-campus job for you. Accommodations, whether it be in a dining center, the residence hall where you're going to live. Classes can be offered through our Student Accessibility Services office. And we have a great honors program as well. So based on your academics when you apply, you might be offered to be in that program. They do additional research opportunities, additional scholarship opportunities, and there is some floors dedicated in the residence halls that are dedicated to honor students. We also offer a Gender Sexuality Services office, as well as our Military Veterans Affairs that falls under the Diversity, Inclusion, and Social Justice office. Campus experiences, we have a lot of things for you to all to get involved in. Anything ranging from clubs to sports. So I'll have pass it on to Beto, and then he can discuss kind of how do you find a club, what the athletic programs are like, what are the costs to those. So I'll pass it on.
Yeah. So yeah, we have 260 plus student organizations here on campus. So a wide array of different things that you can get involved in: fraternities, sororities, Black student unions, affinity groups. But then also there's organizations that are catered to your majors, right? So there's business organizations, there's education organizations that will help you in your major to find internships, to find jobs, and just to connect with other people that are in your major. So one of the ways that you're able to join a student organization here on campus is through our website, Student Life. On there, there's actually a page where you can kind of click your likes, your interest, and then some student organizations pop up for you. That's something that's really great to use as well. Just being on campus, they'll always be tabling, they'll always be around. So you can always ask any questions to those student organizations. As far as athletics, we are a D1 university, but then on top of that, we offer all of our athletic events are free to our students, right? So you don't have to pay anything to attend, a basketball game at our arena, or a football game at our dome, right? So those are all free, right? That's all something that we provide for our students. And we are D1, so we do have some, pretty good games. They get pretty exciting. So, that's all free for students. You just have to have your UNID. We also provide 2 free tickets to all students living on campus to the theater center that we have. So you can look at the different scheduling that they have per semester, and you get 2 free tickets, right? So we've had Luke Bryan in the past. We've had the WWE came one year as well. So that's something that you could use that ticket for, and it wouldn't cost you anything to attend. And then as well, as you can see, we also have intramural sports. So just a lot of things to get involved and, really find your niche here on campus and be able to meet others that are like you and that share your similar interests.
Yeah, and some of the musicals we've also had have been like the Blue Man Group, Stop, West Side Story, Shrek the Musical. We even had The Price is Right here. We tried to win money, but we didn't, but we tried. So hopefully you all have better luck. And then beyond campus, we do have different study abroad experiences that you can look into. You can do short-term programs, 2 weeks in the spring, summer, fall. Out-of-state students will actually be given in-state tuition during that time. So you as a Missouri student will actually be given in-state tuition to study abroad, and you'll keep your scholarships intact. And we'll talk about scholarships in a second, as well as costs to attend UNI. We also have the National Student Exchange Program. That program allows you to study at another school in the country that we have a partnership with, and you pay UNI tuition. So a lot of great opportunities to go somewhere else, explore, see if you like that place, apply for jobs, internships, graduate programs, but save yourself a lot of money as well. Housing, we have different housing options that you can look into. Most of our residence halls are connected by skywalk to a dining center, so you never have to go outside to get your food. They are also connected to 24-hour computer labs. All printing on campus is free for students, so there's no additional fees. I would say if you are looking into seeing our different residence hall options, I would definitely check out our website, dor.uni.edu, and you can see a virtual layout of every single residence hall to identify what is your best fit. Our dining contract, which comes in with your housing contract, both together, is unlimited. So as a freshman, you can eat at our dining centers as many times as you want. And that's already included in your room and board costs. And we'll talk about costs in a second. Laundry is also included. And you also get $100 per semester to use at our different convenience stores. So if you want to get Cheetos, Doritos, Fritos, Starbucks, you can. So what are your next steps? We talked about all the fun things at UNI. So what do? The first step is to apply. You apply online to our website. So admissions.uni.edu/apply. And Mita will be providing those links in the chat as well. So you have those handy. When you apply, we're looking at three things. We'll look at your ACT score. We'll times it by 3. We'll get a number. We'll take your GPA, times it by 30. We'll get another number. And then we'll take your core classes and times it by 5, and we'll get another number. We'll add up the 3 sub numbers. If your number equals to 245, you're automatically admitted to UNI, no questions asked. When you apply to UNI, everything is self-reported, meaning you tell me these numbers. I do not need to see your transcript. You tell me these numbers. If everything is done correctly when you apply, you'll hear back from us within 48 hours after applying. If you've taken the SAT, we will convert that to an ACT for you, and I will take the highest GPA you have. So some schools do weighted, unweighted. I will take the highest on a 4.0 scale. When it comes to core classes, like I mentioned on this slide, what we're looking for is a minimum of 4 years of English, 3 years of math, science, social studies, and then 2 years of a foreign language. Now, some of you may have not taken or will not be taking, depending on the ACT or SAT due to COVID. If that is the case, we're actually admitting that, this year without test scores. So if you don't have test scores, no problem. We will look at your GPA core classes, and we will still honor, attempt to honor the 48-hour response back. If you did take the ACT, SAT, you also have the option of reporting it or not. So even though you took it, you don't have to report it. It's up to you. And we'll talk about scholarships in a second. So the application process, once again, you tell us your numbers, your classes, GPA, and test score optional. You pay a $40 application fee, and then you'll receive a response back within 48 hours. If you need your application fee waived, you can email Beto, and he'll provide his email contact in the chat, and then he can waive that for you as well. Okay, so cost of attending UNI. So for Missouri students, we're looking at tuition for the full year. You're looking at $19,480. That literally includes everything except for your parking pass and your books, but everything is included. So we have a workout center that's also included in your cost. Like I said, printing, tutoring, there's no hidden fees. So you're looking at $19,480. Your room and your unlimited meal plan is $91.60 for a total of $28,640 for the full year as a Missouri student. Scholarships. So for out-of-state students, upon admission to UNI, so you being admitted, you'll get $20,000 right away. That's $5,000 per year for 4 years. Upon admission. You apply, these are automatic based on being admitted. The bottom two numbers or the scholarships are based on ACT and GPA. So you must have both, and these will be on top of the $20,000 scholarship. If you do not have an ACT, SAT, then you're eligible for the Panther Success Award. These are only based on GPA. So you have a 3.9 GPA and above, you'll get $6,000, so $1,500 per year for 4 years. 3.75 GPA and above, you'll be $5,000, $1,250 per year for 4 years, and so forth. You can only get this or the bottom two, but these will also be stackable on top of the $20,000. So the $20,000 is always guaranteed. I will always give you what benefits you as well. So let's say you have a 3.9 GPA and a 24 ACT. Based on this criteria, you would get no additional besides the 20, but based on this, you would get 6,000. I will give you the 6,000. So I won't penalize you. I will always give you what benefits you. In addition, we also have the United Scholarship. This is for students of color, TRIO participants, AVID participants. So if you're involved in AVID, TRIO, or you're a student of color, you're also eligible for these scholarships. And these are on top of the other scholarships that I just mentioned. All of these scholarship information will also provide a link to you in the chat so you can have them and reference later as well. And we also have an out-of-state legacy scholarship. This is $8,000, so $2,000 per year for 4 years. This is awarded if you have a parent, grandparent, or sibling who graduated from UNI, or even if they're currently attending UNI as well. These will be automatic based on when you apply. Now, those are automatic. We also have a UNI scholarship app. So the moment you apply to UNI, you'll get access to this scholarship application. It's only one app, covers all scholarships at UNI, and it is due January 15th of your senior year. January 15th. My recommendation to you is I would apply to schools that you like, apply for scholarships at the schools that you like, and go from there. So I'd rather you get a scholarship, you call me back later that you don't want to come to UNI. That's fine, I'll probably cry a little bit, it's okay. But I'd rather you do that than you apply and then let me know that you're looking at scholarships in March and you can no longer apply because they were due on January 15th. The other big source of funding is FAFSA. FAFSA will go live actually tomorrow, October 1st, it will go live. When you apply for FAFSA, you can indicate up to 10 schools that you want your information being sent out to. Different schools have different deadlines. Our priority deadline is also January 15th. Based on that, you might get some grants. That's free money. Take all the grants that you can. You might be offered some loans. And then work study. Work study allows you to work on campus. If you don't qualify for work study through the FAFSA, you can still work for us and we'll pay you. So it doesn't really matter in terms of work study. We also have a program called Live Like a Student. So many times, we don't know how to budget. Many times we have questions. Our financial aid office has done a great job of doing some sessions for students. And within this program, we've actually been able to decrease our student loan debt. And we've also been nationally recognized as well for that program. If you always have any questions regarding FAFSA financial aid, you can, of course, contact Beto or myself, or you can also contact the Office of Financial Aid, and that is our email account. Okay, so you apply, you're admitted. What's next? You accept your offer of admission. So many schools have kind of a similar thing. So that's our link to accept your offer once you're admitted to UNI, and you can do that at any time. When you accept your offer of admission, you pay $320 to accept your offer. If you're not able to pay that at that time, but you want to accept your offer, we can also defer it for you. So you can also email Beto and he can defer that $320 for you. Once you accept your offer, whether you pay or defer, what we will do is we will open up the housing application and then we will open up orientation as well for you. With the housing application, you'll have different options of finding your roommate, and I can have Beto discuss how to find roommates as well.
Yeah, so for finding a roommate, so there's several options for finding a roommate here at UNI. One of the options, though, is through our Instagram account. So we do have an Instagram account for the incoming class of 2021. So you would be able to follow that. It's on Instagram. You would be able to follow it, and then on there you can talk to other individuals that are coming in for the fall of 2021, and then be able to find your roommate through that account, right? So that's a great way to find a roommate, find somebody who relates to you, somebody who shares your interest. The other way would be through the Panther roommate. That's on our website that we can, you can create your own account, and then also, put some things that are of your interest, some of the things of your personality, things like that, and they match you to somebody who has those similar interests and who has similar characteristics as your personality. So that's also another great way to find your roommate. That's something that, it's almost like a matching app, right? That somebody that matches you to somebody who's the most like you out of that group and out of that account. So that's something that you can also use to be able to find your roommate here at UNI.
Okay, and then not only will you be able to submit your housing application and get your preference for your residence hall, you can also sign up for orientation, okay? Now, orientation happens after you graduate from high school. You'll get an invitation in January, so if you accept your offer before then, you'll be on the priority list. You'll come to campus, stay overnight. You'll meet with your academic advisor, financial aid advisor. You'll get your university ID card. We will activate your email account. And then we also have sessions for parents as well. So it becomes official then. Then you leave orientation, you miss us, we miss you. We're gonna invite you back to UNI Now. So UNI Now is only for new students. You're gonna get to move in a week earlier to campus, straight to your room. And we're gonna put you in a group of new students led by a current UNI student. That student will show you where to get your books if you have not received your books yet, where your classes will be held. And then we have a lot of fun activities that we also do. We have a big welcome back barbecue, a picnic, a hypnotist. So the whole purpose of the program is to make sure that you feel comfortable and you're ready to go by the first day of classes. So only new students are within that program, only you on campus, to make sure that you are acclimated to campus right away. And we're always here to help anytime. Beto will be your main point of contact moving forward. Great person, funny person. But if you lose his contact, you can always email us at admissions@uni.edu. But Beto will be kind of your point of contact moving forward. And then that is all we have for our presentation this evening. So thank you for visiting us virtually at UNI. We do have different campus visit options as well that you can look into. We have some open houses coming up, so you can hear from your academic programs on campus. We have a marching band session, musical session. That will be a 1-hour event. We have an honors program session on our website that you can do. We also have a business program. Those are 1-hour events that you can do virtually. We also have a social justice conference that you can attend. Those are 1 hour long. And then we're also welcoming guests on campus as well. So those are limited spots that you can look into, and you can find that during our visit option.
Right. And then also, I would want to say this. Apparently, I can't put anything in the comments since it is a webinar. So we're not able to put in those links that we were talking about throughout the presentation. But you will get our contact information after the presentation. So you can always email me or Jesus about any questions that you have, or if you want to set up a one-on-one appointment with me, we can also do that. And I can answer any questions that you have, or be able to guide you through the application process and all that.
Okay, so I will stop sharing my screen here. Okay, and for our attendees, if you have any questions, let us know. If not, I think I'll pass it over to our friend here, and then she'll let you know what's next.
Awesome. Thank you both so much for this excellent presentation. Absolutely love learning more about the University of Northern Iowa. I'm going to share my screen real quick for some wrap-up items to keep in mind as we leave you today. So number one, there will be a quick survey that pops up in your window. It has 4 questions just to give feedback on this event. Again, we have more sessions available for the next week, I believe, until October 8th at MOACAC.org. And then again, you can also access this recording and others on the MOACAC website. But that's all we have for you tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, presenters and attendees. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you.
Thank you.